Good. So very important, before loading the software, we need to download always the parameters. Always we need to download the parameter from the machine. Then we load the software and then we upload again the parameter that we had previously. Then we will do the configuration after, no? But we start with the software update and calibration, no startup procedure that we have to do on all the machine. So you go into system, you have your USB stick into the USB port, very important, and then you can save the parameter by pressing this button, data, save. So you press this and then you say yes, I want to continue. So then I will save this parameter into the USB stick. In this case, since I am doing it the first time, so I will take also the data from the machine. So I select all. This is for taking all the logs of the machine. I will save the logs first in the memory of the machine, and then I will transfer the log from the memory of the machine, memory of let's say of the RCS, rig control system, into the USB stick by pressing this button. Okay, so I am transferring the data. Good. Now you can see that the logs have been moved to the USB stick. Okay, now another thing, if you have a USB stick with already a parameter file, no problem. You can save again your parameter, because the system will just rename the previous parameter file and will save again the parameter. So it's no problem. Very important, do not use USB stick that are not EpiROC. So that's why I give EpiROC USB stick to maintenance. Do not use any other USB stick, and do not charge a phone from this USB port. You can use this port on the radio to charge a phone, not this one. Very important. So if you see operator here charging their phone, say no, you charge the phone here, only here. This is only for USB stick, loading software, okay? Very important. Now we are going to load the software, so we need to remove the stick with the parameters. We stop the RCS by switching off the RCS from the key, and then we put the USB stick with the software inside the USB stick. Okay, we connect it, and then we are gonna switch on the RCS key. So after we switch on the RCS key, then we can see what is happening in the display, and we will follow the instruction in the display to load the software. So now the display is booting up, is waiting to go into the service menu.
Once it's booting up, can you press this?
Yes. So once it's booting up, even when loading the software, I can press the reset of the emergency stop, no problem. Yeah. I can press the reset of the emergency, so I reset the emergency stop, no issue at all. So you can see that it's going into service mode. Just let it go, don't touch anything until you get to the screen for loading up the software. Now you see it's loading system overview. Now it's very important, do not shut down the system. Do not shut down the system, do not shut down the main switch, let it running, okay, until the software loading is completed. So now you can see that it's listing all the modules. So you have all the decoder, DEC, mean decoder, I/O module, mean I/O input and output module. You have the display, HTML display. This one is the BCU. The BCU is the vehicle controlled unit. So now we see that everything is good because we see that the system is communicating with each module. So that's good. So we just need to press update. When you want to load the software, we just press this update. Once we press update, you can see that the machine is detecting automatically or the system is detecting automatically where you have to load the software. Okay, so in this case it's detecting that I only need to upload the software in the VCU, the first module, and in the display, HTML5 display. So HTML5 is this touch display. Okay, so we'll update the RCOS OS, that is like a firmware 2.5.3. We'll update the software 6.29.5 and the 629.5. So we had the 629.3, but now we update to the latest release of the software from factory, according to the TSM, our internal TSMB. Okay, very important. And we confirm update. So you can see that it's just following the instruction. Now it's asking, have you saved the parameters? Yes, we saved the parameter. So we press yes. If you forget to save the parameter, you just press no, and then you restart. So you stop again the RCS, you restart without the software in the USB stick. You download first always the parameter, then you upload the software. Because if you lose the parameter, then you upload the software and you have lost the parameter. Okay, so I will give you the backup file. I will give you the backup file on a USB stick, but we need to do this when you load the software. Before loading the software, let's say.
So should in case of any updates, is the machine going to prompt you?
No, you normally will receive a TSMB from Epiro. So for now, you know that the latest software is 629.5, so this is the latest. So we just wait that it's completed. The system will tell you when the software is done, when the software update is done. On this machine is much faster because on the RCS4, if you've been working with previous machine like SmartROC MK1, the RCS4, it was more than 1 hour to load the software. So on this machine, RCS6 is much faster. This new technology is much faster. You can see it's already 86%. So usually 10 minutes. 10 minutes the software upload is done.
Most of them is
Always let it go, wait that is reaching 100%. The machine will tell you when you have to remove the stick and when you have to shut down the system and reboot.
So in case you forget, so you see, with you use 2 pen drives.
Yeah, I use always 2 pen drives.
Okay, so what if
One with the software and one with the parameters. I never mix them.
Yeah, I understand. So must we always go with 2 pen drives, just as you did, so that you use one to copy
Yeah,
and you also
yes.
one?
Yes.
So what if you don't have? You only have one. Must you use one to
You
copy
can
after
use a
that?
laptop. You can save before
Okay,
and then move it to your laptop and then from your laptop. But the USB stick with the software must be always clean.
Okay.
Always clean. Only the software inside. Only software package. That is a PKG package. Only software package. Because if you have something else, it can corrupt the system. So very important to only have the software. So now you can see we just waiting the confirmation from the machine to stop the system, to restart the system, and then loading the parameter. You can see now update completed. You may now remove the installation media and restart. So what we do now, we follow the instruction. We remove the stick with the USB, with the PKG file, and then we stop the system. Wait a few minutes. When you stop the system, you see that the display is still on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds minimum. Okay, then we start again the system. Here you can reset the emergency stop. Okay, so once the blue light is gone, it means that the emergency stop has been resetted. So good. Now it's booting up, and we need to load the parameter now, and then restart again. Every time we load the parameter, we restart the system. Very important. And all this procedure with the engine off. Okay. You cannot save or load the parameter with the engine on. Always off. 629.5. Good. Now, for example, you will see that the machine is giving, the system is giving all these errors. Why? Because you don't have the parameters. So we need to put the stick with the parameter file. Okay. Then we can enter our password, and then we go into data load. You can see that it's not possible to choose data save because you don't have any parameter in the system, in the memory. So we need to load now the parameter. So we just load the parameter. Load completed. You see that is completed. Parameters loaded. Please restart the system. So we need to restart the system. Good. Now we need to check as well about these HNS, because you are not using the all navigation system, you are not using the GPS system. So you need to disable that in the option of the machine. Okay, where to go to disable that? You go into, you see this menu is in system, then we have this option menu, and then you just disable the all navigation. So we disable all navigation before restarting the machine. Okay, very important. After disable the all navigation, what we still need to do is to restart the machine. Okay, so we remove the USB stick from the port and we just switch off, and after 5-6 seconds we restart again. Every time we load the parameter we have to restart the system before starting the engine. Okay, now we will see after the restart all the error message should be cleared from the machine because we have loaded the parameter, and then we start with step by step calibration. Good. Now you can see that we don't have any error message. So now the software is updated. The software is updated to the latest one, 629.5.